Right, so today I have a very exciting review for you all. It is going to be a final impressions full review of one of the Sphinx fragrances. Sphinx is a brand new company. It is a sister or brother company, whatever you want to call it, of the House of Alexandria fragrances. These are a higher end kind of product. They are niche, they are original. They come in these 100 ml bottles. You can also get them in samples or little splashes. They're on sale right now for 35% off. They're normally in line with niche pricing, what you would expect, $119 to $129. Right now, I believe you can get this for 80 something, which is a steal. It might even be cheaper than that. Let me look. It's very, if you're gonna pick these up, good time to do it. If you don't want to commit to a full bottle, $77 for the 119 ones. It's insane. You can get the, I believe, 10 mil for 10 mil travel spray for 16 bucks. So if you don't want to commit to the full, which I completely agree, I usually don't recommend blind buying. I will say though, these did not disappoint. This is called Signature. Okay, so this is one of the new line. It comes in this, it's got this nice wooden cap. Comes in these bottles that people say look like Encre Noir. I don't really know. I mean, I kind of know what they're talking about. I have never had Encre Noir, but I kind of remember seeing the bottle. But they are heavy glass, very nice atomizers. Show you right now. Very nice. So, again, these are original. These aren't clones. So even though Alexandria is a clone house, you know Alexandria has originals. These are completely original, niche quality. Fill the air. I just sprayed that and it's filling the air. So the note breakdown on this one is the top's got cinnamon, mandarin orange, lavender, and lemon. They put sour lime in quotes. I kind of get that. Middle notes, fruity notes, incense, Japanese, red cedar, and cumin. The base is tobacco, vanilla, leather, cedar, benzoin, isoe, super, cypress, and patchouli. So what you're going to get out of this in the opening, you're going to get that blast of citrus. Okay, but there's going to be this nice sweetness backing it pretty quickly in. You're going to get the lavender. The lavender, however, is not very forward. It's just a supporting note. So this isn't something that's going to smell, overly powdery or feminine or anything like that. I'd say the lavender is even more toned down than what you get in something like Parfums de Marly Layton. Now, there's tobacco, vanilla, leather. Again, leather is not dominant. It's not a leather fragrance. It's just a supporting note that gives it this nice kind of masculine touch. This is from the men's line, okay? It is again, signature, as the name implies, a signature scent. It is something you could wear really any season. Now, the super high heat, you might not want to, just because it does have a sweetness to it. But you could certainly wear this in the fall, winter, spring, or even a colder summer night. So again, it's got that blast of citrus. You're going to get this nice sweetness, backing it pretty quickly from the vanilla and the benzoins in there. The tobacco, again, and the leather are there, but they're kind of supporting notes. They just play a role in making this kind of more complex and interesting and slightly more masculine. The incense also is a very small touch of incense, something you would see like in Bleu de Chanel. It is not something from like a Moage, Interlude Man, or something like that. That's a bomb. Same with the cumin. I am not a fan of cumin. It's very, I don't detect it in there. I think it just adds kind of a spiciness to it, I'm sure, but I'm not picking it up, which I prefer because I don't like cumin. Now, cinnamon, mandarin orange, lavender, and lemon. So it's got sour lime in there. And what that comes across as is there's this tardiness. What I get, and it's not listed, but the way the citrus is coming together with the vanilla, I get this almost cherry-like sweetness. And that it's not like Lost Cherry by Tom Ford or something like that. It's just there's this sour tardiness. And I guess that's coming from the sour lime. That's in quotes in there. And cherry is not listed. But how the vanilla comes together with it could be the fruity notes in the mid. That might be where the cherry is coming from. But this is nice citrus blast with this sweet, seductive kind of cherry note. And then you're getting that, the leather, the tobacco, they're all kind of working underneath to kind of lift it up, make it more interesting, and give it a complexity that you would otherwise not get. Longevity on this lasts very well. The first 3 hours, it's going to project extremely well. It's going to hang around pretty much all day. I usually get 8 hours out of it. Not a slouch in that. Performance is there. Again, and I'm not somebody who sprays super heavy. Like I said, signature scent worthy. Although in the summer, super high heat, indoors it would be fine. I don't know I would wear it outside though, because I think it would get cloying. There is a sweetness to it. It's not overly sweet. It's not juvenile. but there is a sweetness to it, which really, and anybody who knows anything about fragrances, if you're looking for something mass appealing, again, this is called Signature. If you're looking for something mass appealing, it's usually fresh and sweet. This hits that on the head. Fresh and sweet, and it's unique. Nobody else is going to be wearing anything that smells like this. It's its own thing. It's just this wonderful, fresh, sweet, unique, and slightly masculine leaning. I think a woman could wear this, but it does have a masculine edge to it, again, because of that tobacco and leather. I love this, okay? I thought it was going to probably be one of my least favorite from the line, but when I wore it, oh my God, it is good. And so now I'm trying to still determine which one is my favorite from the line. I'm leaning towards Date. There's a date night fragrance. I'm leaning towards that, but I'm not sure yet. Well, you know, I'll break it down because I will say I took the Tobacco Citron. I wore that, sprayed on this test strip originally. I thought it smelled good, but when I wore it, oh my God, it was way better. So I'm still kind of on the fence, but I will say this is amazing. Again, this is Signature. If you like cherry, if you like fruity fragrances, you want something unique, sweet, fresh, you're looking for compliments, if that's your thing, this has got you covered. Again, right now you can get this for $77 for a 100 ml bottle. Insanely cheap, worth the money. It smells very high quality. I talked to Mohammed. He said he was working for over 2 years on these fragrances, and you can tell. Okay, the quality is there, and again, these are unique. These aren't like a lot of houses that come out with originals and they smell like something else. This doesn't. Again, it's got that nice cherry bite to it. And I will say there is this kind of DNA that's throughout the Signature line, which is nice because it ties it to each other. They all smell different, but there is this kind of underlying Signature DNA within them. Very unique fragrances. They all smell very good. And I will say they all kind of lean more Western. So don't be scared thinking these are going to be overly, you know, dark or rosy or anything like that. Now, one of them is kind of more rose prominent for sure. We'll get into that later. That's Black Anubis. But that's done differently too. That is done in a very, very much more Western style. So anyway, this is really good in my opinion. I think if anything else, if you don't want to pick up the bottle, pick up a sample set, man. This is, to me, just, it's amazing. Since I've had this, I've worn it 5 times already. So I'm really enjoying it. Good job, Mohammed. I will put the link below. Obviously, I don't get any kickbacks or anything, so you can just type it in if you want. But for convenience, I will put it the link below for you to be able to, you know, directly to their website while the sale is going on. Again, it's 35% off right now. I don't know how long it's going to run for. You know, email them if you're interested in finding that out. I'm not sure. But anyway, hopefully this was helpful. Again, super fresh, nice blast of sweetness. You're going to get this nice fruity, almost cherry-like dominant accord with this vanilla sweetness. And again, there's going to be this kind of undertone of cypress leather and tobacco that gives it this kind of masculine edge with a little bit of incense just to give it a darkness and make it more seductive. Again, the incense helps give it more kind of that Bleu de Chanel seductiveness you get from Bleu de Chanel. Brings it just from being a freshie to more of a more complex, sweet, sexy scent profile. So anyway, let me know if you've tried this, what your thoughts are. I'd love to hear it. I think it's killer. Also, if you've tried these, let me know what your favorite is from the line so far. I'm still trying to figure that out myself. So I'd be curious to hear what you all think.